Right action and the power of compassionate understanding. In our last session, we had such a rich discussion, and we began exploring the deep questions that Pat raised about what is right action and what is an action that supports peace. And I want to just begin my Dharma talk by weaving some of the threads of what was shared, because what comes from us as a Sangha is so rich. And because the full dynamic of life extends beyond our individual knowing and understanding, we need each other's perspectives to expand our insight. And Rasul reminded us that right view is the starting point on the Eightfold Path. And right view begins with recognition of our interdependent nature, our interbeing. And to truly listen and learn from one another, we practice dropping mental judgments so that intuitive wisdom of our hearts can arise. And we gather together to take refuge in and with each other, to strengthen our capacity to remain grounded and rooted as we seek to understand and embody what is ours to do at this time. And each session we drink from the teachings to nourish our moral clarity as we face the storms of moral crisis swirling around us. As every day we witness actions through headlines and images that violate the beloved community of life. And our practice is to discover how to be non-compliant with the power over structures that perpetuate injustice, structures we've all been conditioned by. And the Dharma of Mindfulness does delineate a path of nonviolence, a path that embraces Ahimsa, choosing actions rooted in compassion and respect for all life. It offers a way of living that diminishes the seeds of war and nourishes the reality of a beloved community. In light of these teachings, judgment that casts blame or shame is understood as a subtle form of violence in itself, one that arises within the constructs of oppression. And recently I listened to a recorded interview of Thich Nhat Hanh that was done by Krista Tippett. And in that interview, she asked him, "Is your teaching any different if you're speaking to members of Congress, Hollywood filmmakers, or law enforcement officers?" And Thay's response was, "The practice would be the same, but we need friends to show us how each group of people live and what kind of suffering and difficulties they encounter, so that we can understand. After that, and only after that, can we offer the appropriate teaching and practice. This is why we continue to learn every day with our practice and sharing." And this intention that he expressed for deeper understanding as the foundation of our practice requires listening to each other's experiences and how our experiences have shaped each of us. And it hones our ability to listen in daily life. And this understanding of each other arises from a non-dual state of being. When we're anchored in the present moment, we can move beyond conditioned perceptions and judgments to truly enter each other's lives. The fluidity of mindfulness welcomes honest sharing from many perspectives and perceptions, so that we can grow in our shared evaluation, so that we can grow in our shared evolution through deeper understanding of one another and the suffering that we each carry. And in this same interview, Tai said, mindfulness and concentration help you see things and to touch things more deeply, so that you might understand the true nature of what is there, freeing your misconceptions. And when you are mindful, you are fully alive, you are fully present. You can get in touch with the wonders of life that nourish and heal you. You become stronger, more solid, and more able to handle the suffering inside of you and around you. When you are mindful, you can recognize, embrace, and transform pain and sorrow. And that transformation is a miracle, because you understand the nature of suffering. You know the role suffering plays in life, and you are no longer trying to run away from it. You know how to make use of suffering in order to build peace and happiness. Suffering is the way to understanding and compassion. Our suffering and our happiness are both organic, like garbage and flowers. Flowers on the way to becoming garbage, and garbage on its way to becoming flowers. And in contemplating this, I'm beginning to glimpse the profound truth that is revealed when I contemplate the role of suffering in life. Recognizing when I am feeling victimized, it is difficult for me to appreciate the beauties of life. And so that I like to be really mindful and recognize when I'm feeling victimized. And I've realized that dwelling in victimization is like a decay to my being. It eats away at the truth of my being and erodes my integrity and potential and all that I have to give. And I'm beginning to experience victimization as a misperception that can be transformed. And my whole relationship to suffering changes when I choose not to be defined or diminished by it. And I've found through the research I've been doing that the civil rights leaders who practice nonviolence embodied this transformation. Through their study and application of satyagraha, they stayed rooted in the truth of their inherent dignity and rightful place in society. And this truth dissolved their identification with victimhood, even as they endured real oppression and even as hatred rained down on their bodies. And so I want to close this little talk with a radical perspective on love and nonviolence from Walking with the Wind by the late Congressman John Lewis. He says, "We must honor our suffering. There is something in the very essence of anguish that is liberating, cleansing, and redemptive. I always understood the idea of the ultimate Redeemer, Christ, on the cross, but now I was beginning to see that this is something carried in each one of us, that the purity of unearned suffering is a holy and effective thing. It affects not only ourselves, but touches and changes those around us as well. It opens us and those around us to the force beyond ourselves, a force that is right and moral, the force of righteous truth that is at the very basis of human conscience. Suffering puts us and those around us in touch with our conscience. It opens and touches our hearts. It allows us to feel compassion. Suffering, though, can be nothing more than a sad and sorry story without the presence, on the part of the sufferer, of a graceful heart, an accepting and open heart, a heart that holds no malice toward the inflictors of his or her suffering. This is a difficult concept to understand and even more difficult to internalize. But it has everything to do with the way of nonviolence. He went on to say, we are talking about love here, not romantic love, not the love of one individual for another, not loving something that is loving you. This is a broader, deeper, more all-encompassing love. It is a love that accepts and embraces the hateful and the hurtful. It is a love that recognizes the spark of the divine in each of us, even in those who would raise their hands against us, those we might call our enemy. This kind of love understands that the emotions of the moment and the shifting circumstances of life can cloud that divine spark. Pain, ugliness, and fear can cover it over, turning a person toward anger and hate. It is the ability to see through these layers of ugliness, to see further into a person than they may see into themselves, that is essential to the practice of nonviolence.